We have to make sure that the most vulnerable people are always protected.
Protected by a bigger government is the progressives' argument. And Columbia University professor Marc Lamont Hill makes their case better than most.
We have suffering everywhere.
Here he's giving a commencement address in California.
Republicans and Democrats, poor people and rich people, middle class, black, white, everybody has to be involved in this struggle.
What those of us who are at the top of the economic ladder have to do is be willing to make sacrifices that ultimately will benefit everyone. Everyone benefits when we pay a little bit more to create universal health care. Everyone benefits when we pay a little more to have better public education systems. Everyone benefits from that.
And by we, you mean government.
We always talk about the government like it's this monster in the hills that comes down and hands things out and takes our tax money. We are the government.
Well, yes.
Only in libertarian fairy tales. In real life, the government is us.
The government is us?
In your ideal world, what percent of the economy should government be?
For me, housing, healthcare, and education are in addition to national defense, are things that the government must provide for people. And that's probably where we differ. So if that means 20%, I'm okay with it. If it means 30%, I'm okay with it. I don't think it will ever get that big.
It's already at 40%. I mean, here's the graph of the growth of government since the beginning of the Republic. For most of the history of America, it was tiny, less than 5%.
Right.
Now,
much of that has to do with inefficiency and waste.
But you want more.
I don't want more inefficiency and waste. Where you and I, and where I part ways...
It's not big enough now?
It is not big enough now. It is not big enough now.
Really? It is awfully big. So big that we're now $13 trillion in debt. And yet they keep spending more.
There you go. There you go. We are done.
But how will we pay for it? We fight most about the income tax.
Raising taxes is a recipe for disaster.
But there are so many other taxes. Payroll, corporate, capital gains, estate, sales taxes. In fact, equal to the income tax are dozens of sneaky taxes you may not even know about. You and I pay them all day long, from the moment I wake up and turn on a light. I pay more when I brush my teeth and license my dog. My building pays property and fuel taxes and adds it to my monthly bill. And when I leave home to take the subway to work, I pay the Metropolitan Commuter Transportation Mobility Tax. At work, I make some phone calls.
Yes, absolutely.
Or get a bite to eat or a soda to drink.
I'd like a smoked turkey in this.
When I gas up my car, as much as a quarter of the price of gas is federal, state, and city excise taxes. Heck, people pay sales taxes all day long.
So many taxes. I need a drink.
I'm lucky I don't smoke. Yet some people say we should pay more. And all those taxes are just fine, say progressives.
It costs to live in a civilized society, and we all need to pay our fair share.
Our fair share. Progressives say taking from the rich to help the poor is simply the fairest system.
No, the fairest system is the one that rewards the makers in society as opposed to rewarding the takers in society.
Arthur Brooks wrote The Battle, which argues that a fight between free enterprise and big government will shape our future.
The way that our culture is moving now is toward more redistribution, toward more progressive taxation, exempting more people from paying anything and loading more of the taxes onto the very top earners in our society.
But I'm wealthy. It's kind to take it away from me and give it to people who need it more.
Actually, it's not. The government does not create wealth. It uses wealth that's been created by the private sector. Americans are in open rebellion today because the government is threatening to take us from a maker nation into taker nation status.